first time. You guys need more light back there?
I need some.
I'll turn it on.
If my eyes don't like want. Oh.
What was that?
Alright. Today we're going to continue reading the story Freedman Talking. Okay, so remember yesterday we started reading a story about a guy who mistakenly got arrested for a murder that he did not commit. Yep, I'm glad you remember that. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is just go over the vocab words. So everybody find. Let me actually calibrate this thing before I get going. I'll be smart. Okay, so everybody find that first word with me. That first word is obtain. What's that word, everybody?
Obtain.
Okay, that was kind of enthusiastic, but not enough enthusiasm in there. I need to hear everybody say the words obtain. What's that word, everybody?
Obtain.
Good. Thanks for saying that's not for me. I want you to turn to the person next to you and say that word to him. What's that word?
Obtain.
Good. Now I want to hear you say to the ceiling.
Obtain.
Good. Now I want to hear you sound it out with me. Ready? Go. Obtain. Thank you so much. Appreciate you reading that with me. So, before you begin to follow a recipe, be sure you obtain all the ingredients you need.
Yeah, like milk, eggs.
Okay, well, depending on what you're cooking.
Flour.
Okay, so obtain would be to what something you want.
You need.
If I obtain it, am I giving it
No, you want.
or am I getting it?
You're
What do you think,
getting.
Charlie? I'm getting it. Good. So let's just go ahead and write to get something that you want. Okay, so to get something you want is the same thing as obtaining. Okay, so if I obtain, I get something I want. So to get something I want is also the same thing as called what, everybody?
Obtain.
Obtain. Good, yeah. So you just get something, you would have obtained it. So when I throw you a piece of candy, would you have obtained it?
Yes.
What do you think, McKaylee? If I give you a piece of candy, would you have obtained it? Would you have gotten something you wanted?
I think it's not right.
I think it's a yes.
Yes, it's a yes.
Unless you don't want candy and you're just taking it and you just don't want it.
I
Okay.
can't speak.
If you like throw it at me and I miss it.
Yeah, you don't obtain it because I throw it at you and you miss it. Okay. All right, everybody, find the example question. I want you to find the example question. Okay. So remember, obtain is to get something you want. So find that example question. I want you to find it with your pointer finger like the Beckham's ready to go there. Like the Charlie's ready to go here. Appreciate you being ready to go over there. Alicia, McKaylee, Braden, Dylan, let's see that pointer finger. Read that question, everybody. Ready? Go. Where could you obtain evidence for an argument essay? Good. Okay. Glad I could hear your voices. Okay. Could have been a little louder, but we're doing fine. So, where could you obtain evidence for an argument essay? Okay, so you're in English, another English class science. Asking you to write an essay about animals. Okay, is it good to keep animals as pets? That's the argument. Okay, where are you going to find evidence to argue that? Where would you find evidence for an essay? Where do you guys look for evidence when you have to write stuff in your other classes? Ooh, all right, I like that. Okay, so maybe look up an article. So let's just write that down. Appreciate the help there, McKaylee. So we're going to put... Okay. I could obtain evidence for an argument essay by reading what kind of article? Where would you find the article? Love it. Okay, so I could obtain evidence for an argument essay by reading a news article. Yeah, so maybe you find a news article that says that monkeys shouldn't be kept in people's houses, okay? But you really want to obtain one, okay? but you're writing an essay about why you shouldn't keep one. So you find that article, and then you decide you shouldn't obtain a monk.
Is that an A after the E?
It is. I kind of messed up there. So yeah, it's READING. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. By reading a news article. Okay. So get that written down. Make sure I have a period at the end. Looking good. Thanks for following directions. Appreciate you following directions. Get that written down. So, can you go where? Oh. You gotta ask me. Okay, in the back of the class, we got a bin of pencil cards. Okay, what's going on there? Do you need pencil too? Alright, guys, you need to step your game up.
I snap
You can't telepathically tell me you need a pencil. You need to actually just physically walk over there and grab one.
Come on, guys.
Come on, it's not that early. It's after 8, almost 8 a.m. now.
Oh, I'm still
Almost.
I'm still waking up. I
Yeah.
still want to be.
Okay, so I need you guys to get that written down before we move on. Get that copy down. Okay, so tell me, are these examples of obtaining? Okay, you give me a Christmas present for Christmas. So would I be obtaining something there?
Yeah.
What do you think, Beckham? You getting a Christmas present on Christmas, would you be obtaining something?
Yeah. It could, no.
Yes or no?
It could be.
Could be.
Yes.
If you get the present, are you obtaining something?
Yeah.
Yes, right? So hopefully it's, you're getting something you want, right? Would you be obtaining something, okay, if I tell you, so you come to me, you ask me if you can go to the bathroom. Oh, wait, no, let me give you better. Okay, so you ask me, what is the bell schedule for today?
Ooh.
Okay, and then I tell you, I
Yes.
don't know. Would you have obtained the information you wanted?
No.
No. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at the next word. You guys got those written down now? Okay, appreciate it. Make sure you got a period there at the end. Okay, perfect. Alright. Next word, everybody find that next word. The word is access. What's that word, everybody?
Access.
Okay, appreciate you reading out loud with me. I just need to hear you guys say it again. The word is access. What's that word?
Access.
Good. Appreciate you being nice and loud. Now I want you to turn to the person next to you and say that word to him. What's that word?
Access.
Okay, now I want you to whisper. What's that word? Good. Alright, okay, now I want you to sound it out with me. You ready to go? Access. Okay, perfect. So, a library card gives you access to more books than you could get at your house. Okay? Or, when I went to a concert, okay, I got access to backstage because I knew somebody that worked there.
Ooh.
Oh, right. Okay,
That
so
was mean.
access would be the ability to have or what something. If I'm able to access, I'm able to have it, or just like the first definition.
You go to a concert and you have.
Okay, well, if I have access, I am either have it or I can what it. Look at the definition of the first word. What do we write in the blank?
Oh.
Read it. What do we write in that first blank for?
Get to.
Yeah, good, yeah. So we can use that for the second one. So the ability to have or get something is access. Okay, so most of us have access to a home when we leave school.
Or.
Okay, so we have the ability to have or get it. Okay.
A concert and get.
Okay.
A
If I am homeless, do I have access to a home?
No.
Good. Okay. If I want to go fishing, can I get access to any river I want?
Yes.
Perspective. Alright, okay. Alright, let's find the example question here. So find that example question with the pointer finger. I'm going to read it out loud. When I pause, I want it at the word. I want you guys to say the word. So everybody find that? Like that Beckham's ready to go. Appreciate being ready to go over there. Alicia, Braden. Okay, thank you, Charlie. Everyone, alright. Oh, Dylan, I see you back there. Doing great. Okay, I'm going to read that example. When I pause, say the word. What is...
Something.
I'm starting over. Okay, I like that McKaylee and Beckham are paying attention back there. Okay, what is something of yours that few people have access to? Okay, so what's something of yours, you own it, okay, that very few people can access? Okay, so think of something maybe you have in like your room that people rarely get to see or touch, except for you.
My phone.
Okay, your phone, that's a really good example. Okay, so something of mine that few people have access to is, and then you might say like my phone, or maybe it's even my bedroom. Maybe you don't let anybody in your room. Okay, maybe it's your closet. Maybe you have like a safe or something. Okay, maybe you have a stash of stuff under your bed.
No, I have like.
Okay. Just think of something that you have that you don't let other people touch or see. Okay, maybe you have a journal.
I don't have a journal.
Yeah, I never read one really. Alright. Okay, something of mine that few people have access to is maybe
My closet.
my closet. Yeah, good.
People would like touch my.
Access
Yeah, they
to
don't
my
touch
dresses.
those dang clothes, or you're gonna go.
No, my
Access to
my
stores.
dresses are so nice, and they make your what?
Access to.
Okay, so I want you guys to come up with your own
Something
example.
that not very many people have access
What's
to.
something that
Something
what are you
that's
gonna put?
yours that
You have
nobody
you came up with a handful
bothers.
of good examples.
Like it's yours.
Okay, just make sure you got a
You have a phone?
period.
Or do you
That
have a
you're
computer?
just
I guess I
to.
can do
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
just-
you would say is
Say is
mine. So erase this
Oh,
and put my, so my,
good job.
and then lava LAVA.
Okay,
perfect.
got it. Jen, is this how you spell closet?
Oh, so close. Erase that. That needs to be, actually, just erase that line, because that looks like a C, huh? L. O-S.
I spelled it in my head.
One thing.
Oh.
Oh, good job. Let's see, Brady.
Okay, let's try and wrap it up in the next
Mine.
10 seconds.
Nobody has access to your lava lamp?
I spelled a word
Alright.
all by myself.
Okay,
Does that count?
5 more seconds, and then I'm gonna have you guys share your sentence with the
Really?
person next to you. Okay,
I'm
I want you guys to share share your sentence with the person next to you that you wrote. So Alicia, you and Braden, Beckham, and McKaylee. Okay, Dylan and Charlie. So the person that's gonna read first today is the person.
Who's wearing Christmas?
Who is the person wearing the closest to Christmas colors as possible?
It's just me.
Charlie, you got red. You're reading first.
No, she's got Christmas stockings.
Ooh,
I do have Christmas
that's
socks
rough.
on too.
She's got
Okay,
Christmas
so
I have Christmas
So
socks
looks
on
like the
too.
girls.
so hey, Charlie, would you be able to just go back
Yeah.
over here and come back up to your seat? All right, so that person that's reading first, remember you're reading out loud to them, then listen to the other person read. Okay, this shouldn't take more than 15 seconds. First person read, ready, go.
People who have access to my closet.
Something of mine that people have access to.
Okay. There you go.
Good job, guys.
Hey, there's a really good partner work over there. Why don't you go ahead and share with us the sentence you wrote, please, Beckham.
Something of mine that few people have access to is my phone.
Good. So your phone is something that few people have access to, or that they have the ability to get or use, right? not gonna let them have it.
Nope.
Let them play with it. Okay. Really great sentence. Beckham, why don't you go ahead and share the put, please. Alicia.
Okay. People have access to is my closet.
Good. So very few people have access to your closet, or they can't get into there. You don't want them going there touching your clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, stealing your shoes.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I guess it's like a.
I don't think it's that
I
bad.
guess it's like a pinata. You're good. Dive for it.
ATD did some big one. Yeah.
You need to get whatever email Alicia has checked, written on the back here, send it to Alicia.
Thank you for helping me clean that up.
Key card,
Right.
and then she follows the link to the app or whatever to get it correct.
Do you have maybe access to her parents' email?
Thank you.
Because otherwise, other than the school
Okay.
email, I don't
Alright,
think she
thanks
has.
for sharing that
Okay.
sentence with
Yeah,
us.
that's
Okay.
very easy.
Appreciate helping clean up there.
4-4.
Where do they want us putting it?
Just right by the back there. Appreciate it. You said put it by like the teacher. Says teacher at the top. Just
Okay.
write it on there.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead and share the sentence you put, please. Done. Good. So Xbox is something that few people have access to. You're the only one that's going to log in under your login name. Nobody else is going to access that. They're going to not be able to get to that. Okay. Really good job, Dylan. Want to go ahead and share you put, please, McKaylee?
So one, two,
Something online that few people have access to. My snacks.
Good. So your snacks, you have your own stash of snacks. Good. So you have your own stash of snacks. Okay. You don't want anybody to access to it. Maybe you got your favorite candy in there. You don't want your little brother or sister coming and taking it from you. So you don't allow them to get them or have the ability to have it. Okay. Really good sentence, McKaylee. Why don't you go ahead and share this that you put, please, Charlie?
Something of mine that few people have access to is my shoes or my video games.
Good. So wait, what was the first thing you said besides video game?
My shoes.
Okay, your shoes. Okay, so very few people have access to Charlie's shoes and his video games. Okay, you gotta keep those kicks fresh. Don't want people messing with them, taking your shoes. Okay, and then those video games are very important, right? You're growing up, give you something to do. Okay, you don't want people to have them, take them from you or anything like that. Okay, really nice job there. Okay, before we read, we're just going to go over the 2 vocabulary words here at the bottom of page 156. So, everybody just look down at the bottom of page 156. Don't need to write anything. Let's go over them verbally. Okay, everybody find the first one. I want you to look at it as I'm saying it out loud. The word is notoriety. What's that word, everybody?
Notoriety.
Okay, that was actually really good. So let's just say it one more time. Though the word is notoriety. What's that word, everybody?
Notoriety.
Notoriety, perfect. So notoriety is fame because of doing something bad or negative. Okay, so like think of a famous person that just did something bad. Okay, so I can think of people, but I'm trying to think if you guys would know who they are. Kind of older. Like a terrorist. Okay, they would have notoriety. Like, do you guys know the name Osama bin Laden? You're too young for that. Who's somebody that has notoriety these kids would know?
oh, no.
Not me.
Okay.
What about the
El
rock?
Chapo?
El Chapo.
Yeah, he definitely has a lot of notoriety.
You guys, I mean, we're talking like famous people, right?
Yeah.
You guys know the Rock.
The Rock. Or no, Justin Bieber, that counts.
Adolf Hitler.
Justin Bieber.
I
Justin
saw him.
Bieber. He makes such terrible music that he's famous. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I saw him in like real life. I was walking in like a store and I'm like,
You saw him like up in Park City or in Salt Lake?
no, in California. I was like walking and like that was weird.
Bieber. Yeah, Bieber fever. Okay. All right. Next word. Everybody, look at the next word. The next word is exonerated. What's that word, everybody?
Exonerated.
Yeah, I'm glad I can hear all your voices. Let's just say it one more time. The word is exonerated. What's that word?
Exonerated.
Okay, good. So exonerated means you're found not guilty and you're released. So if I'm in prison, okay, for a crime I didn't commit, like the story we're reading, and I get released because I'm innocent, that means I'm exonerated. That means they clear me of wrongdoing and set me free. Okay, so like when your older brother, okay, comes up to you and says, "What'd you do with my phone? I'm not gonna let you leave the house until I find it." Okay? And then your other little brother comes up and gives them the phone, and then they let you leave because you were now exonerated because you did not take the phone. Okay. Alright. What we're going to do is we are going to finish reading this story. So here's what I expect. I'm going to read out loud. When I pause on this first page, I'm going to call on specific people to say the word out loud. Okay, when we get to the second page, I want everybody to say the word out loud when I pause. Okay, so I want to see pointer fingers right up here where it says I still. Okay, and remember, I'm calling on specific people for these first 3 paragraphs on page 156. So I expect that your pointer fingers follow along. So when I call on you, you're ready to say the word out loud. Okay, so just really quick, just take a look at this picture. So this is the picture of the Ray Crone. Okay, and he helped found a Witness to Innocence project. Okay, helps people who are sentenced to death and later found innocent. Okay, we'll read a little bit more about that. All right, paragraph 8. I still find it hard to believe that only Braden. 4 weeks ago, I was sitting in my Arizona jail cell, and now I am McKaylee. Free man, good. I owe my freedom to the extraordinary effort of my Alicia family, good. Okay, friends and volunteer lawyers who fought tirelessly for me to Charlie. Good. Obtain the DNA evidence from my case. The DNA proved my innocence, and Dylan. Good. Match has now been made with DNA of another man. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have all heard of DNA, right? So like DNA testing and stuff. So in the last 20 years, it's gotten a lot better, and a lot of people have gotten charged with crimes that they previously weren't charged with, and other people have gotten released of crimes that they were charged with. So yeah, it's helping good in 2 different ways, kind of. Okay. So it's helping catch more bad people. So for example, last year in California, they arrested a person with DNA who killed like 20 people over the course of 30 years or something. Okay, this was last year. He was an old man. He was like in his 70s, and they arrested him. Called the Golden Gate Killer, I think is what he's called. But he would have never gotten caught if it wasn't for DNA, okay? And there were a lot of probably other people that they had questioned about being that person, except for him. Nobody expected this guy, okay? Ooh. All right, okay, paragraph 9, starting with what happened. I want to see those pointer fingers. What happened to Charlie?
Me.
Good. Unfortunately, has happened to many others. True. I have recently received notoriety, if it can be called that, for being the 100 Beckham
American.
Good, exonerated. But the fact is that being 100 or 99 or 98 doesn't really, McKaylee? Good. What matters is that our death penalty system is Braden. Good follow. That pointer finger. Okay. What happened to me can happen to anyone, and it doesn't have to be that. Alicia? Good. Paragraph 10. I've learned a lot in the last few, Dylan? Good, of freedom. And one thing I've learned is that there are, Beckham?
Steps.
Good, our nation can take to improve our death penalty system. one important step would be for Charlie. Yeah, Congress, good, to pass the Innocence Protection Act, which would ensure that McKaylee,
People.
good, who face the death penalty have greater access to the DNA from their Braden
Cases.
good. And it would also help states provide competent legal counsel in Dylan. Good. Capital punishment cases. Okay. Okay, next page.
Next page.
So, basically, this guy got released from prison, okay, and he's just saying that he wants to help prisoners get access to DNA evidence, okay, to help them either prove or disprove their innocence. Okay, so, do you think that that is a good thing, that prisoners should have access to evidence to help prove their innocence? Tell the person next to you, what do you think? Should prisoners have access to evidence that can help prove their innocence? Charlie, what do you think? Tell Dylan. Should I have access to evidence to help prove our innocence? What do you think, Dylan?
I say no, because you were being accused
Yeah,
of
we
the
can-
crime. Like, we
Charlie?
wanted to
No,
see
I should have
Why
access to
they're
it.
accusing you of it?
No?
What-
I say it's not.
It's bad? Okay.
Yeah, could be good.
Could be good.
Especially
Okay.
if you're innocent, right?
Yeah, so it can go both ways. I mean, it could be bad, it could be good. Maybe it's somebody that just wants to go to court for a long time, but maybe it's somebody that's truly innocent. So it could be good if you're truly innocent. It could be bad if somebody's just faking it and whatever. Okay. All right. You know what? I forgot to go over this question. So the key idea question before we read, but it's probably going to be answered here on this last page. So I'll just go over it really quick. So what we're going to be thinking about on this last page here is, what did Crohn's experience motivate him to do?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, it might have been on the first page. All right, we'll talk about it after we read. Okay. All right. Okay, paragraph 11. Start at the top here on page 157. When I pause, I expect everybody to say the word out loud. Okay, we're almost done with 3 more paragraphs. Curiously enough, I still believe in our system of
Justice.
good, but like any system, it can be improved. I'm not asking members of
Congress.
good to change their views on the death penalty. I have to believe, however, that even those who support the death
Penalty.
good do not support putting innocent people to their
Death.
death good and leaving the guilty to roam free. Good. So you would assume, right, the normal person wouldn't support having innocent people in jail and being put to death and having guilty people roam free, right? So kind of the point of that is to really go to the end to figure out who did it, okay? Paragraph 12, starting with 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was an average Joe who liked delivering the
Mail.
good. Today, I'm still an American with average dreams, good, but I've had a lot more time to think about things. That last paragraph. I can't afford to look back at what my life would have been like if I had obtained access to the
DNA.
from my case years ago, or if I had listened to my mother and hired a private attorney. For me, there is no sense in dwelling on what might have been. The time has come to
Look.
at what can be and helping to make sure that what happened to me is less likely to happen to someone
Out.
good is a much better use of my precious time. Okay, so you guys did a great job following along there. Appreciate you saying all those words with me. So what happened there is he's trying to help other people do what? What was he trying to do? He's trying to help them. He got out of jail because he's innocent. Now he's trying to help other people do what? No, not good crime. What? Yes! Thank you, McKaylee. Good. So, let's answer this key idea question with basically what she just said. So, to help prove their innocence. So, Crow's experience motivated him to help others prove their innocence.
Yes.
So, let's write this down. Oop.
Oh.
So, everybody get this written down. Oh, I did that wrong. I got that right.
INNOCEN.
S-E.
You wanna ask?
INNOCENT. Innocent.
Where's,
CENT.
Innocent. I think that's right.
where's Josh?
Here's one right here.
Innocent. Okay, yeah, so I think we're right. Okay. No.
You didn't put a T.
Oh,
No.
way better than
Yeah,
that.
it wouldn't be.
Innocent.
Yeah, you
It
put
would,
it.
yeah.
Oh, isn't it TS?
No, I don't think so.
You, Alicia.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
What's my rating right here?
Okay, make sure you have a period written down there at the bottom.
All of us are like,
Okay, make sure you got that written down
I
in the
put
period.
my
Okay, good. Before we put our books away, really quick before we put our books away, we're gonna go over this little chart here at the bottom of the page.
I
Okay.
put mine away.
Just flip back to page 157. Okay. So back to 157. Okay, we're just gonna take a look at this chart here. Okay, so this is a chart that shows the causes of wrongful convictions. Okay, so I'll just kind of read through this here. So the Innocence Project helps free innocent people from prison. Okay, so it helps free them. People are already in prison. Here are the causes that led to wrongful convictions for the first 325 people they freed using DNA evidence. Okay, the percentages total more than 100% because many cases had more than one cause. Okay, so the reasons why people got sent to prison for false reasons was because eyewitnesses were wrong. So like, let's say you saw a crime and you saw a person who was white, okay, a white person with brown hair, but you didn't fully see their face, okay, but you thought they kind of looked like somebody, and then the police give you a photo lineup, and then you just pick somebody out of the photo lineup that isn't really the person, okay? So eyewitness could be wrong. Evidence errors, okay? So that could be, they have the wrong, I don't know, maybe you have an alibi. So like you're with your parents on Saturday night, but the cops show up and say, he was with his friends on Saturday night doing this crime, okay? And they try to just say that, whatever, okay? So just wrong evidence. False confessions, so think about the cops have you in the room, okay? They're beating you up, slapping you around, trying to get you to admit something you
You're
didn't
like,
do.
okay,
I did it, I just want to go home. And then you don't go home, you go to prison.
Oh.
Trust me, you just tell us what we want to hear. You're going to get out of here.
No.
In handcuffs.
They don't have that part.
Okay? And then, yeah, they don't add that. Okay, and then the informants lied, so somebody just made up a story to get you in trouble.
Mom said, no, he was here all
Yeah,
night long.
yeah, so
Yeah,
that
Mom
can
is-
happen.
he was
Okay.
here and then-
But most likely, if you had an informant lying, there'd probably be evidence errors too. That's why there's multiple things.
Yep,
there.
and that's bad.
Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and put our books away. Everyone did a really good job following along. I'm going to hand you a piece of candy as you make your way over there. Okay, doing a really good job today.
Oh, I did a good job today.
Yes, thanks for following along. Doing great today.
I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, doing fabulous. Appreciate it. Braden, you get your free time today.
He braided. He braided. Next year I'm finding candies.
Chinese?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're still doing.
Okay, Brady, every time I do the work for, you're gonna give me 10 minutes, work for 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna give you-
Yeah, I know.
All right, here's what I need everybody to do.